Absolutely no photo, video or audio recordings of any kind. Please to turn off all cellular telephones and documentation devices. It's only been 8 hours since the assault, and we must control unauthorized digital rubbernecking. Ladies and gentlemen, despite the best efforts of our enemies, Hedwig!
You're late for the 10 o'clock show. Oh. This fourth wall means nothing to me, you know. I do love a warm hand on my entrance. My name is Henry. Please welcome the Angry Inch. And Friday through Thursday, it's like over here. There's actually none. I'm thrilled you could join me for the special one-night-only performance here at the beautiful Velasco Theatre. When it comes to huge openings, a lot of people think of me. Certainly Bob Weichel of the Schubert organization did. On broken knee did I beg Bob for my Broadway debut. He told me not to talk with my mouth full. You may have noticed I'm working on my last leg here. This morning I was kneecapped by an unidentified assailant outside the 6th Avenue dress barn. Conspiracy has not been ruled out. A number of Broadway headliners have been brought in for questioning. I was shocked to learn that Sting is considered a person of interest. What I'm trying to say is tonight you're seeing the show with the original cast. We're going to need the crate tonight, though. I'm sorry to say, but it's going to be a crate show. It's like I'm having a movement right now. I'm moved by the simple fact that this cruelly abridged corpus is presently cloistered in the birthplace of Awakened Sing, of A Raisin in the Sun, and most recently, Hurt Locker, the musical. It was opened last night, closed at intermission. Weichel let us have the set for one more night before they strike it. So once again, think of me as a theatrical hermit crab that's just wriggled into its new shell. I'll bring the Of course, tears ring hollow in my ears. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest, many more of you have only recently become aware of me. Yes, it took a tragedy to make you finally pay attention. But now you're interested, you're intrigued even. Who is this Hedwig? Why have we never heard about her before, Jerry? That's a question I've been asking myself for years now. Did some slip of a girly boy from communist East Berlin become the internationally ignored song stylist barely standing before you? A boy interrupted, or a woman in beta, if you know. That's what I want to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not here to talk about scandal or calamity. I'm not here to talk about my relationship with a certain well-known rock icon, Tommy Noses. Even though at this very moment, by some freak coincidence with no prior knowledge on my part, or my people's part, tonight he's launching his tour of atonement a block away in Times Square. I mean, what the fuck? What? Listen! But there's somebody else I want to thank for the way they've handled this tragedy with incredible loyalty in the face of a lot of lies. I'm talking about you, my fans. Together, no one's gonna tear us down. Same opening number. What are the odds? I wrote every every song on that album. And by the way, TMZ got it right. He was driving, he was on blow, he was getting blown by yours truly, and he did hit that school bus full of deaf children. One survived, one blind. I taught him everything he knows and has apparently forgotten about rock and roll. He barely mentions my name on that giant sucking sound that Anderson Cooper calls a show. Which I'm sure you all saw, because if you hadn't, I'd be singing to the coat check, and if I was lucky, James Franco at the back with a handy cam. All the privileges of homosexuality and none of the responsibilities. I'm sorry, James. I'm wide open tonight. You're looking at a locker full of hurt. Ladies and gentlemen, the road is my home. My home is the road, I just told you. And when I think about all the people I've come upon in my travels, I have to think about the people who have come upon me. The geography of human contact, triangulation of a pair of eyes on my face, the latitude and longitude of a hand on my body. These are the only clues I have to my place in the world, to who I am. Who is Mystery Woman? I laugh because I would cry if I told you. I found my first diary, age 2 through 6. Fully illustrated, and I realized so many people have touched me on my way to this stage today. How can I say who touched me the most? My father, the American GI who left when I was barely old enough to speak my first words. Daddy, when I grow up, I'll kill you. Perhaps it was my East German mother. No, when she touched me, it was usually by accident. You know, reaching for the beans at the table. Excuse me, I touched you. That'll never happen again. Except one day we were watching Jesus Christ Superstar on American Forces television, and I turned to Mother. Jesus said the darndest thing. She slapped me. Don't you ever mention that name to me again. But he died for our sins. So did Hitler. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Better to be powerless. My son. That's sort of what happened, you know, when the wall went up, because we happened to be living on the east side. And Mother was given a job teaching sculpture to limbless children. Socialism, God rest its soul. Obama. I didn't mean to say that out loud. It's just that he is the finger in the dike, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a flood coming. Obama had a transgender nanny as a boy in Indonesia. You can Google that shit. You can also Google that Indonesian nannies tend to masturbate their young charges to sleep. I mean, God knows what Michelle has to do with you. What the fuck was I talking about? Most of my time was spent listening to American Forces radio. You have no idea how important you once were. Our apartment was so small that Mother made me play the radio in the oven. Late at night, I would rest my head on the top rack and listen to the American masters. Tony Tennille, Debbie Boone, Anne Murray, who was actually a Canadian working in the American idiom. And there were the crypto homo rockers, Lou Reed, Iggy Pop, David Bowie, who was actually an idiom working in America. These artists left as deep an impression on me as that oven rack did on my face. To me, a young American king muskrat, not soft as an easy chair. Not even a chair. I said, have I never been mellow? Have I never tried? And the colored girls say, I sang along. But never with a melody. How could I do it better than Tony or Lou? Once I couldn't resist. It can't be wrong when it feels so. Mother threw a tomato at my head. But you know, I was really quite content to sing gentle backup harmonies in my head while Mother sculpted in the shower. When the hour grew late and it was time for bed, Mother would shout from the bathroom, "Well, that's me!" I would reply from the kitchen, "Well, guess that's me too." We would wash our feet and brush our teeth and lay down on the narrow pallet that we had shared since Daddy left, like two pieces of a puzzle that don't quite fit, but are sort of jammed together and left on a table like some dangerous shut-in with too much fucking times on his hands. And I'm completely dilated right now. I'd like to share with you a bedtime story that Mother once whispered to me in the dark and later retracted. Whoever allowed her to tell such a story to such a little boy, I'll never know. But I remember it like it happened yesterday. The earth was still flat, clouds made of fire, mountains stretched up to the sky, sometime higher. Folks roamed the earth like the golden cakes. They had two sets of arms, they had two sets of legs, they had two faces peering out of one giant head, so they could watch all around them as they talk while they read every avenue, not being alive it was before. The origin of love, the origin of love. Now there were three spaces and one that looked like the men who don't like to ride. They were the children of the sun, and similar and shape and girls, children of the earth. They looked like two girls rolled up in one. And the children of the moon was like a fox young on a spoon. There was once a party outside. Gods grew quite scared of our strength and defiance, and Thor said, "I'm gonna kill them all with my hammer, like I killed the giants." But Zeus said, "No, you better let me use my lightning like scissors, like a blaze off the waves, dinosaurs into lizards, and let me ground up some boats." He let out a laugh, said I slipped them right down the middle. Good cut. time I saw you, we just split in two. He was looking at me, I was looking at you. You had a way so familiar, I couldn't recognize, 'cause you had blood on your face and I had blood in my eyes. But I swear by those faces, deep down in your soul was a stick down in mine. Oh, that's the pain, cuts a straight line down through the heart. We go to love, right on, right each other, trying to shut ourselves back together. We were making love, making love. It was a cold, dark evening, such a long time ago. Down the mighty heavy show. It was a sad story how we became alone to their creatures. So yours in love, yours in love, yours in love, yours in love. You love a good scream job. When Mother finished her story, she began to sing. But I had to go somewhere I could think. I crept into the kitchen and put my head in the oven. Thank you, darling. It's really the greatest love of all. It is clear that I must find my other half, but is it a he? Is it a she? Was it Daddy? He went away. Was it Mother? I was suddenly afraid to go back to bed. What does this person look like? Is he identical to me or somehow complementary? Does my other half have what I don't? Did he get the looks? The luck? The luck? Were we really separated forcibly, or did he just run off with the good stuff? Or did I? Will this person embarrass me? About sex? Oi. I am German, but I can't say oi. Is that how we put ourselves back together again? Is that what Daddy was trying? Or can two people actually become one again? And if we're driving on the Autobahn when it happens, can we still use the diamond blade? Practical questions. I am German. It's questions of wholeness, completion. Think of it. I thought of it. I thought of the power. The gods would be terrified. Was machst du da verdammt nochmal? Pouring my heart out. You're masturbating with acrylic hair. Oh shit, it's like immigration. Yes, brings everything into focus, doesn't it? Complimentary, baby. If you behave, I might let you shave my back. Sorry you had to hear that, ladies and gentlemen. Just when I met him, he said he wanted to be a model. A foot model, maybe. What was that? It was so late, it had an agenda. Don't take sides. There are no sides when one has no passport. Can you even see me? Walking with a Wheaton Terrier. Ladies, like like I'm paranoid, because I am opposite of paranoid. I am pronoid. I am under the delusion that I am surrounded by people trying to hurt me. Google it. That's my hair. Screams of horror, that's what I want to hear. Describe my hair in a nutshell. Would effortless work? Socially advantageous? Who? What? Ideas? A miracle? I like to begin with ending with us. Miraculous, I will take. Fallacious. What was that? Fatuous? Busy? Who said busy? Busy? Do I take one thing off? Delicious, thank you. Morally ambiguous. Okay. Well, it's very modern to wonder whose hair it was. Originally. Right? Some single... Look, we're still talking about moral. Is the person alive? Is it some single Sri Lankan mother of 10? Throws it out, bleaches it, cuts it off, has another child, throws it out, bleaches it. It's a global economy, it's a global economy, right? Don't look at me like that, Mr. Vegan in a leather jacket. Judgy face. I've earned the right to feel nothing. I had my heart removed to fit into this dress. Suddenly I'm a perfect sample size, though, aren't I? I'm the only one person who's ever been there for me in my life. And that person was me. The accident, to cry for help, I was yelling help to me. What about me? Without me, he never would have swerved into that oncoming short bus and revived his moribund career with a well-timed redemption tale. Okay, gag ought to be done. It all went down in the newly annoying meatpacking district. Some people seem to get that. The rest of you have frozen Russian all that. Isn't it? You are the meat being packed. I had just been barred from entering the Jane Hotel. Apparently I'd left my douche ID at home. I wasn't one of those portal service bitches with the heels moving like ducklings across the cobblestones. I'm cold, I'm cold. You're wearing a Kleenex. You're wearing a Kleenex, that's why you're cold. I stepped into it, naturally mistaking it for my own. I would cut a bitch. Cut your hair off next. I'm walking away, ladies and gentlemen. We spend a lot of money on this show. I'm walking. I'm using the space. I'm using the space. Great. I just insulted you and you came running. You're like a self-hating helper monkey. By Curious George. In the limo sat Tommy Gnosis. We were both astonished. It had been years, so we dropped the driver off. We drove up and down the island doing drugs, catching up, as you do. Talked about the disappointing sales of his sophomore album, you know, the one he wrote without me. Yeah, the first one went triple platinum, the latest barely went pewter. He spoke of his loneliness. I reminded him of happier days. I just couldn't keep my mouth shut, and you know the rest. But you know, when the story broke, I heard nothing from him. Nothing. No, you know, not even today, after I was rendered transplegic. I mean, last week his people appear. They offer me a small fortune to keep the truth to myself. As if I'd accept their filthy lucre. As if selling a story of someone else's pain was my only means of support. As if I hadn't already launched my new fragrance, Atrocity by Hedwig. It's a fragrance for a man or a woman. Or a man woman. Or a woman. Or a wham. I digress. One day in the late mid-80s, I was in my early late 20s. I had just been dismissed from university after delivering a brilliant lecture on the aggressive influence of German philosophy on rock and roll, entitled "You Can't Always Get What You Want." But if you try sometime, you just might find you get what you need to. Thank you. Where were you? At 26, my academic career was over. I had never kissed a boy, and I was still sleeping with mom. The search for my other half on this side of the wall had proved futile, but might he be found on the other? But how to get over? People died trying. People blew up balloons made of their grandmother's flesh. Such were the thoughts flooding my tiny head. On the day that I was sunning myself in an old bomb crater I had discovered near the wall, I am naked. I am face down on a piece of broken church, inhaling a fragrant westerly breeze. The new McDonald's has just opened on the other side. God, I deserve a break today. I've never tasted glücklich meal, and I'm not loving it. The sun is hot, but I feel a sudden chill. I look over my shoulder. A head-shaped shadow is resting on the pillow of my ass. Girl, I sure don't mean to annoy you. My name is Sergeant Luther Rouse. I turn my body to face him. My name is Hansel. Luther is silent for a moment as he stares at my little bishop in a turtleneck. Hansel, well, you must like candy. Well, I like gummy bears. Out of his pocket comes a strange American-looking packet that says gummy bears. Or with gummy bears. I select a single clear bear, skeptically. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. Taste is completely different from a gummy bear. Somehow familiar, but it's much sweeter than a gummy bear. It's much softer than a gummy bear. Its little gummy body stretches on the rack of my molars. Wow. I feel so optimistic. He pours me a handful, his eyes heavy with an unfamiliar desire. Could it be a desire to please me? I suddenly recognize the flavor in my mouth. It's the taste of power. It's not bad. God damn it, Hansel, I cannot believe you're not a girl. You are so fine. Why don't you take the whole bag? He searches my face for news of his fate, his expression echoed in scores of tiny faces pressing against clear plastic. Panting faces of every imaginable color and creed and non-Aryan origin. Fogging up the bag like the windows of a Polish bathhouse. It's only a shower. It's absolute power. Look, I push him away, I move naked through the ruins back towards blander, less complicated confections, leaving in my wake a trail of rainbow carnage. The next day, Hansel follows a trail back, and lying on my slab are 3 Milky Ways, a roll of Necco wafers, some Pop Rocks, and a giant-sized sugar daddy named Luther. Licorice drops and flowers. Hey, sugar daddy, I'm some sugar in my mouth. I lay out my channel, polish up the corn. If you got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. I got lashes, yellow. Somebody there, sugar daddy, bring me the Sassy blue jeans, black designer underwear. Sugar daddy, you were dressed up like the disco dancing, just taking my land home. If he got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. You're the best control. Like the rest of rock and roll, it's the sweetest taste I've known. Oh yeah, come on, sugar daddy, bring it home. When the money is for shopping, it's something to be sweet, sugar daddy. Make it daddy, it's more than what it costs. Oh yeah, baby. Talk about it. Everything you bring me, everything. Like a honeycomb. If you got to tell on that. So fine in a velvet dress with heels and a rhinestone. Now never put on women's clothes except for once my mother's pantyhose. We've got some unfinished business. Squeeze you into my agenda? Yes, what does my tomorrow look like? I believe I have a number of appointments. An even greater number of disappointments. Who will be my first disappointment? People are here. Oh, baby, yeah. Oh, baby, yeah. Oh, my blind is blowing up. No idea we were so close to a seminary. Somebody didn't turn their phone off over here. You have to find them 10 feet away, 8 feet away, 6 feet away. Yes, it's you in the gingham. How dare you wear gingham? Get up here. The nerve. In all my years at Canadian dinner theatre, I've never seen gingham. What's your name?
Bryce.
Bryce, no. According to this, it's, what is it? America's Next Top Bottom. Any comment? That's an experienced one. Do you believe in GPS? Well, let's test it. Why don't you face your friend? Lie back and think of your friend. Now tell me where you are right now.
New York City.
Your mind is 1 inch away from me. Silly boy. The problem is I'm not even touching the sides. Could you tighten up? It's like ringing a dinner bell over here. It's like clang, clang, clang. Mistakes, Brady! No! I don't know it! Murderer buzz. Usher of my mellow for the rest of my life. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Me! Luther and I got married. It wasn't a traditional wedding, for example. When Luther popped the question, I was on my knees. Yes, we're back. We're back. Great white way. I invited Luther home for dinner. After dessert, he produces a ring, an application for American citizenship, and a wig. He loves me, Mother. He wants to marry me and get me the hell out of here. I put the wig on my head. It's a hideous beige shag. Mother, is this plan so crazy that it just might work? Mother's face might have been a photograph. It was so still. Get me my passport and my camera, Hansel. It's a simple cut and paste job. We change the photo and you can use my name, Hedwig Schmidt. Not so simple, ladies. Baby, you know I love you. I'm always thinking of you. I gotta marry you here, East Berlin. That means a full physical examination. But they'll see right away, baby, to walk away, you gotta leave something behind. Am I right, Mrs. Schmidt? Yeah. Luther, you're right. Hansel, to be free, one must give up a little part of oneself. And I know just the doctor to take it. Don't move out! Long story short, when I woke up from the operation, I was bleeding down there. I was bleeding from the gash between my legs. It's my first day as a woman. Already it's that time of the month. 2 days later, the hole closed up, the wound healed, and I was nourished. Oh, with a 1-inch round of flesh. Oh, where my penis used to be, what my vagina was a 1-inch round of flesh. With a scar running down it like a sideways grimace on the night I stays. We just look about.
November 9, 1988. A tiny registrar's office with a breathtaking view over the wall. Herr Hansel Schmidt becomes Mrs. Hedwig Robinson.
Tomorrow I am leaving on a jet plane. By the time I get to Phoenix, love will keep us together. Because I'm just an embryo with a long, long way to go. But I know too much to go back and pretend.
November 9, 1989. Junction City, Kansas.
Pray. I sit in my mobile at home and on bootleg cable watch the war count down. Divorced, penniless, a woman. At last I miss never. I consider calling Berlin, but then remember with envy her recent escape to sunny Yugoslavia. Perhaps Luther will pick up. It's only been a month since he ran off with that bag boy he met on ChristianMingle.com. Whatever we called it back then. Church. He was never the one. He was never the missing half. I catch myself in the mirror and for the first time see clearly the horror hovering on my head. It's the same carpet remnant that Luther presented me with a year ago to disguise my receiving. I'm receiving. I tear the wig from my scalp. I hurl it across the room in a pile of unopened anniversary presents. There it lies, feigning shock. A personal hair system. A personal fucking head. It's my head. Wig. On nights like this, the world's a bit harmless, and the lights go down across the trailer park time to polish the clock. I put on some makeup, turn on the tape deck, and put the wig back on my head. Suddenly I'm this Midwest midnight checkout queen. Until I head home, I put myself to bed. I look back from where I'm from, look at the woman I've become, and the strangest things seem suddenly routine. I look up to my remote on the rocks, a kid dropped wigs nearly on the pot. I'm towering velveteen, put on some makeup, turn on a run breaker, pull it away down from the shelf. Suddenly I'm left behind in 1963, until I wake up and I turn back to myself. Some girls they got natural genes, they wear it any way they please. With their French little girls, perfume magazines. Wear it up, let it down. This is the best way that I've found to be the best you have ever been. I put on some brown, turn on the 8-track, I pull the wig down from the shelf. Suddenly I'm on this pair of horses on TV, until I wake up and I turn back to myself. Check out a little part to me, I'm a flip. Sausage girl, chicken wings and zombie guns and yeah, with the low drop, metal and Tony Hawk too. Flip, roll, wrist, drop, and zombie guns and yeah, with the zombie guns and yeah, with the zombie guns and yeah. Okay, this is my favorite part of the show when I don't have to do a broadcast. Put down your $75 sippy cups. Draw your attention to the beautiful set piece above. Thank you, Bob Wanker. At the very top is a strip with words being projected on it. You know what to do. Very easy, just follow the bouncing balls. I put on some makeup. Turn on the 8-track, I'm pulling the wig down from the shelf. I'll never turn it back. Oh, I'm so sorry, I thought I was downtown. I'm so sorry. I'm in midtown. So I'll be a little more middling. You know, that was a rock and roll gesture, wasn't it? I messed up your hairspray. I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm going to give you a punk rock gesture. Oh. Oh, I am now complete. I call this my Sarah Jessica Parker. The entire Sri Lankan village. Some bitch stopped me on the way in. I think she's over there. What poor unfortunate creature had to die for you to wear that? My Aunt Trudy? Walk away. Walk away. How about this band over here, huh? On bass, we have the unflappable Jacek. On drums, the unreliable Schlatko. On guitar, the unreachable Krzysztof. And my trusted musical director, the unpronounceable Schott. I'm sorry, I can never. What is it? Yes, it's the sound of crumbs being swept off the table. I can get it. I can get it. What is it? One more time. Will you accept me? I'm going to buy him a vowel. I'm going to splurge and buy you a vowel. So talented, fucking trash magnet. What is this? Sweep up before the show with that Carolinette broom over there. Oh great, it's the love theme from the Hurt Locker. Just what we need. This is a fascinating time signature. You have something to say? What? Something to feel? You're so cute. Something to kiss, maybe? I call it before. Get it out. Yeah, baby, for that you get to sing a song and I'm going to go take a dump. How's the bucket?
Can I have a B flat?
Oh, don't worry, you'll be flat. Adina was better in the role. You could clone me from your face. So fucking cute. Look at this apostrophe. denotes, what does it denote in your language? It denotes something missing or something possessive. I met him during my great Croatian tour of the early, late, midnight. Oh, honey, you're limping over here. You know, he defended me today outside the dress bar. That guy came at me with a, yes! That guy came at me with a pipe and a Michael C. Hall mask. He took the second blow. That guy would have had it if he hadn't dove into the culotte section. I'll follow you into the culotte section. He was the most famous drag queen in Zagreb. And my late manager, Phyllis Stein, thought he'd make a great opening act. Phyllis recently succumbed during a routine face transplant. Apparently an Altoid fell from the lips of a texting nurse into her exposed eye cavity. The immune response was curiously strong. Ultimately fatal. You know, surprisingly, her dying face, I mean, it was a dying body. The face was fine. The face was accepted by the dying body. That's what was so strange. I mean, it was a beautiful face. It was that of her young Latina intern who was just, you know, exchanging faces to pay off her college loan. Consuela and I still Skype sometimes. We don't have much to say to each other, but I like seeing Phyllis's face on her. Phyllis thought he was great, though. He was the most famous drag queen, and he was billed as the last Jewess in the Balkans, and he lip-synced something from Yentl under the name Crystal Nacht. I lost an uncle at Auschwitz. Granted, he fell out of a guard tower, but... Too soon. He was good, though. He was a little too good that night because his applause drowned out my introduction. And I refused to go on. But on my way out, I believe I wiped that fucking smile off his face. When he begged me to take him with me, my face might have been my mother's. It was so still. I said to him, Crystal, to walk away, gotta leave something behind. I'll marry you on the condition that awake, never touch your head again. I will own your air rights. He agreed. And we've been inseparable ever since and will continue to be, right, Yitzhak? Skin flu, huh? Look, Yitzhak, immigration, huh? Barbara Streisand. Remove yourself from my periphery. I'm having a nervous breakdown. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're remaining fans of Hedwig over here. Are you? I find that I am growing accustomed to your presence.
Little trailer trash kid put on some of his mom's eyeliner, grabbed his beat up JC Penny guitar, and called himself Tommy Notion. Tommy, can you hear me? From this mythless tent, you suck the very business we call show.
Tommy, you're fucking harding want to know about Tominosis? That's why you're here, right? Tominosis, get this dead thing off of me. Get it off! Leuk te weer improviseren. Okay. After my divorce, I binged on boxed wine and cheap sex until I finally hit my bottom. He hit me back. And I found myself alone in a sort of Winnebago, licking the last of the blow off my MacBook Pro. But wait, there's less. I lay in bed for days, disasterating. Until I finally decided to throw myself on the job market, which was more than the market could bear. I scraped by with babysitting gigs and odd jobs, mostly the jobs we call blow. Smiles from the student rush people over here. I sat for the baby of General Speck. He was the commander of the nearby army fort, and his other son was the artist formerly known as my butt boy, Tommy Speck. Yeah, Tommy. He was a 17-year-old four-eyed, pockmarked, Dungeons and Dragons obsessed Jesus freak with a fish on his truck, and I found him incredibly hot. What was it? Was it his disdain for authority? Was it his struggle with organized religion? I mean, one day I walked in on him punishing the bishop in the bath. The door was wide open. He was clearly waiting for me. I reached down. I finished his grace off. I dropped a flyer in the water. By the way, Tommy, I'm performing a short set tonight downtown at Dr. Espresso's Seattle-style coffee enema bar. Maybe I'll see you there. I had tried singing once back in Berlin, but now I had returned to my first love of music. Back then, they threw tomatoes. After the show, I had a nice salad. But newly motivated, I got myself a cheap electric piano. I found a couple of Korean sergeants' wives who churned out a mean rhythm section. We became quite a draw, singing the hits of the day under the name The Angry Inch. That night, the audience was small but hostile. Thank you, both of you. Thank you. That was another one by Creed. Quang Yi on guitar. Give it up. Quang Yi. That's right. Thank you. Quang Yi. Give it up now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. For God's sake, and for the love of God, stop it. Oh, shit. I can't even see your eyes. I will never trust you. Walk away. Like we have a little celebrity over by the sweet and low. Ladies and gentlemen, little Tommy Speck, the general's son over there. I know what you did with that hand yesterday. Hey, that's more than I got. Don't be embarrassed. Okay, I'm a little nervous myself. This is the first song I've ever written, and it's written for a guy to sing. Talking to John Mayer's people. But then again, aren't we all? Oh, the sun is in your eyes. Hurricanes and rain, black and cloudy sky. The next day, I was putting the little speck baby to bed when Tommy suddenly appeared with a very expensive looking electric guitar. Someday someone will carbon date this. Tommy appeared with an expensive guitar. Your show. That song. My dad gave me this guitar to apologize for being a pathetic little dictator. You want to come up to my room? We went up to the attic. He sang me songs, classics, I was informed. The bands were new to me. Boston, Kansas, America, Europe, Asia. I put my hand on his strings. Trouble exhausts me. Where are you from, Hedwig? I told him my story. His face might have been a Yes album cover. It was so still. Have you accepted Jesus Christ, the Son of God, as your personal Savior? No. But I love His work. Jesus loves you. Yes, but He's not in love with me. You know what He saved us from? It was His fucking father. I mean, what kind of God creates Adam in His image and then pulls Eve out of him to keep him company and then tells him not to eat from the tree of knowledge? It was so fucking micromanaging. So was Adam, but Eve just wanted to know shit. She took a bite of the apple and she found out what was good and what was evil, and she gave it to Adam so he would know, because they were in love, which was good. They now knew from the apple. Hedwig, will you give me the apple? The words spinning from those lips. And his eyes, his irises were like clear cylinders of surprising depth and emptiness. Only a few puddles of bluish pain sloshed around inside. It was the same blue as my eyes. Is that hurry up music? Time passing music. I can accept that. At the time, Tommy's performance options were limited to the occasional guitar mask. I initiated a 6-month curriculum of rock history, lyrics, grooming, and vocal training, my patented oven technique. For his graduation present, I gave him his name, Tommy Gnosis, the Greek word for knowledge. We collaborated, songs exploded out of us. He started singing backup for me at Dr. Espresso's. Teenage girls started showing up. I added a few duets, standing room only. Then the Sizzler called. Just like that, the Sizzler can call. Just like that. Before we knew it, we were in the middle of a year-long residency next to the salad bar. With that kind of money coming in, I was able to give up all my other jobs and devote myself entirely to our career. We were very happy. One day, I'm curled up in the trailer with my usual late afternoon constitutional grain alcohol and Brita. I like to be good to myself. Suddenly Tommy's at the door in tears. Honey, what is it? My dad and my mom and my parents. I hold him because I never had been held. But as usual, he squirms, he slides behind me, he clutches my spine to his chest. I'm suddenly very much aware that we've never kissed. In all the months we've been together, in fact, he's maintained a near-perfect ignorance of the front of me. Honey, why don't you work on that new song while I finish shaving your eyebrows? Look what you've done. Another song blows in from the trailer next door. This song has been playing on a loop for 3 days. Tommy looks up at me through new lenses, one blue and one pink. What do you think? Does love last forever? But the song does. Not mark a multi-platinum single. I wish I could hit those notes. Honey, move your lips, I'll sing them for you. From a shadowy corner of the stage, like Mick Jagger's backup singer. We laugh at the professional reference. And I return to his brows. Seriously, Tom, yeah. I believe love is immortal. Look what you've done. Damn it, how is it immortal? Honey, don't swear in a small space. I don't know. Perhaps because love creates something that was not there before. What? Procreation? Yeah. But not only. What? Recreation? He grabs my ass, he laughs. I don't. Sometimes just creation. Don't move. I paint a bold silver cross on his forehead. Honey, have you thought of a C after that D flat? Look what you've done. And draws the curtains that are attached at the top and the bottom. He holds out his hand, I take it, and I am filled with an ancient clarity. He's the one. No blood in my eyes, there's no blood on his face, and yet he's the one. The one who was taken, you know, the one who left, the twin. Born by fission, he will die in fusion, our fusion, cold fusion, unlimited power, unlimited knowledge, the secrets he must hold. You know, the memories that we shared that I have forgotten, the words to complete the sentence that I began, I am. My eyes filled with muddy Maybelline tears. Oh, Hedwig, you know, when Eve was still inside Adam, they were in paradise. It's when she was pulled out of him, that's when paradise was lost. So when she enters him again, paradise will be regained. However you want it, honey, just kiss me while we do it. Wrench his body around to face mine. I thrust his hands between. What is that? What I have to work with, honey. My mom was probably, you fucking sissy, you know. What are you afraid of? I love you. Didn't love the front of me. He runs out the back door.
Was it true of your trade? You jiggle of all the riches you survey, and all that you can live, just another dollar that you in your look what you've done. Has been run, but now you wanna know that things can no longer be swayed by the tools of your trade.
You were good. They liked you. Maybe there's room for both of us in the act. You German. Think of the publicity. Think of the symmetry. Think of the power. The gods would be I was born on the outside of a town that didn't and no matter how hard I tried, I end up black and blue. I rose from off of the doctor's slab. I lost a piece of my heart. Now everyone gets to take a stab. They cut me up into parts. I gave a piece to my mother. Gave a piece to my man. I gave a piece to the rock star. He took the good stuff.
I